Hey everybody, it's Cindy over paper.old.new. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I am working on a pick-a-project video, but this is a special edition kind of. I don't know if you guys recognize this big old thing. She's definitely turned into an alligator mouth. So for those of you who don't like alligator mouths, maybe don't look. This is my altered beach book. I finally finished it. I know I said that I had been working on my other projects off camera, and it's been a busy, hectic beginning of the summer. But one of the things I did kind of do while I was away on my various trips was I took this with me and I kind of tried to finish it off and get it done so it could be one of the things off my list of things that I'm doing in the background. I don't know, it was just sitting back there hovering, you know? So, yeah, so I finished it up, and like I said, it's a bit of an alligator mouth. This image came from a kit that I got. It's a Ciao Bella kit. Actually, I was going to give you the name of it. Let me... all my beach stuff that's left over. Remember, I am still doing that beach flip-flop. This is the Ciao Bella kit that I'm talking about. I don't know if any of you have ever seen it. It's called Coral Reef. It looks like. Maybe. Let me find the big sheet that doesn't have... And we thought this was just going to be a flip through. I'm always getting sidetracked, guys. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it is. It's called Coral Reef. Ciao Bella Coral Reef. So if any of you like... It's kind of very rust, very orange. There's lots of teal in it. But it's very steampunk ocean. So if you're into that sort of thing, can you see the little steampunk fish there? And there's a starfish on this sheet. It's a really awesome kit. I mean, I love it. It's double-sided paper. I got the 12 by 12 paper pack, and then this was an A4 like ephemera pack. But the back side is also paper, which always bugs me because I'm like, but I want the paper. But I can't have the paper because I want the thingies. But anyway, so I thought I would share with you what I used a little bit in this book, but that was where the cover piece came from. So this has been glued down. There's another piece of cardstock back there and a little shell cut out. These are just some crocheted items. You guys have been seeing these flop around because I hadn't attached them until I got the cover piece on. And then, so I laid that down, and then I went over it with a varnish, and then I glued down the crocheted pieces, and I attached a little pin here with a shell and a little compass rose, kind of a charm on there. So let's go ahead and get into this. So we have a pocket on the front here with 2 cards in it. So we have a little lighthouse there. This jellyfish is a rub one, and that one down there is a stamp. And so some journaling here and here. This is I want to say this was a freebie from Pam at Paper Outpost. If you sign up for her newsletter, she sends you a sheet of little freebies. Oh, I forgot. This is a flip tag. See, it's been a while since I put some of this stuff in these pockets. Okay, here's a few little items from that Ciao Bella kit on this. This is a belly band, and here we have a card. It just says, it says fun if you turn it that way. But I just embellished it a little bit, and that's in here for a journaling card. And then we have... this is a hidden pocket in this belly band, and in here is a little card to write on. And what I used to make this bottom part of this belly band has lines on it, so you could write on it too. Like that. Okay. And then I've put lace on all the edges. I had fun doing that, and some of this kind of burlappy. I don't know why that always invokes beach to me. I feel like I need something to prop this up on. Yeah, so this was just some scrapbook paper that I coffee dyed and put in here as a... I liked the images So I just put them in here. On this side, we have a cluster. I made these on camera. A cluster video I did where I made 2 sets of clusters, I think. And then I made this tag actually in a Roxy's weekly challenge video where we did the swatches and things last year. That was last year. That's how long this book's been hanging out. Here we have a little octopus charm on this tab, which sticks out of here. This is a card from the Ciao Bella kit that I backed on. The only reason I backed it, well, actually, there were 2 reasons I backed it. One, the Ciao Bella paper is a very light cardstock, so it's not a substantial weight. But also the back of this paper was like all this rust. It wasn't writing friendly. So I backed it with something that you could write on. Because her papers are double-sided, or the papers from the kits are double-sided, and they're really pretty. And yeah, I just added the little octopus there. This is a flip up, just a fabric flip. I added a piece of paper in the middle of this fabric flip, like a hidden journaling spot. So there's a piece of fabric under it, and then you have this. But there's a little piece of journaling here, and then the fabric flip covers it up. So we have that there. And then here we have the slant pockets. And in this side, I got a lot of beach imagery and shell imagery from the Audubon books. So these are some Audubon book. This was 1 page, and I had to cut it to make it fit. So I backed it on some cardstock and just kind of embellished it a little bit. This is some of the fabric from the cover. And then I took this strip from here, and then there's a card in here that used this paper, and I had to cut it to make it fit. So I just kind of I sewed them together, and then I glued them on this piece of paper to back them, and it made a little card, and then I put a tab on it. So those are the cards for this pocket. And then on this side, we have another little seashell card. This one's more, I guess, black and white drawn images of shells, and just a little fabric tab. And back here we have some shells, and this is ready to write on. And then on this one, this is from the Ciao Bella kit, and so is this. Just added here, it says around the world. We've got, this is some, this is wallpaper. There's napkin on here. There's some coffee dyed copy paper with some stitching on it. This is the shells from the other piece. And then this is just some embellishment back here for this card. And these go right back down in here. I tried to fill everything. I think I might be missing a pocket or 2 here and there, but I think pretty much everywhere there's something. This pile of shells here is from a Mente cutout sheet. Really pretty sheet. And then they're beachcombers. They're looking for shells, so I thought that was nice. And that's backed for journaling. And then we have this in here, which was an envelope. This is also from the Mente cutout sheet. And then just a lot of, this is from the Audubon book. This is just a label and some stuff I found. This is from the Chesapeake Bay book. So there are images from the Chesapeake Bay book in here too. More from the this is a fold around of the pelicans. And then you open this up and you can write in it. I think I folded it early, so it is a little crinkly, but you know, you can still write on it. And we tuck this one in here and this one in here. So a little double tuck there. All right, we made these on camera. I don't know if anybody remembers them. They're the zigzag pockets. So there's a pocket, and then I glued this one down as a tuck. And I just put a piece of coffee dyed, this is coffee and Rit dye. And I just tucked a piece of this in here for journaling. And then this is a tag made from an old calendar, which the rest of this page is tucked in here for whoever to use however. And then we have this little, that's a little washi sticker, and that's a Tina number. Okay, so you have this top slanted pocket, and then you have this bottom one, and that's just a lighthouse stamp on a little bookmark shaped tag. And that tucks down in there. And then we go over to this. This is just a torn corner tuck. This is from a brochure for Assateague Island. And I thought there's a couple pieces of it in here. And I just cut it into strips. It folds, you know, into thirds. I just cut it into pieces and used some of them, backed them, and put a tab on them and used them as cards. I thought they made fun cards for this book. So there's that. Then we have these two little flip-floppy. These are from a masterboard. They're backed with coffee-dyed wrapping paper. And they say joy and shine. I thought they were fun, just here in this lace pocket. You can get under that Nautilus shell. And then up here in this pocket, we have the rest of the... Let's pull this down a little bit. We have the rest of that shell page. And I backed it with some boardwalk paper. This is just some marbled napkin that I threw on there. I thought it looked kind of like sand. So I threw some of that on there. We've got some crocheted lace and a button. And over here, some flip-flops and a little tab. And then that goes down in this little pocket here. Well, actually, it's one of the bigger pockets, but, you know. Okay, and then let's move back up here. And then on here, there's nothing to this. This is just decorating, and the saying I liked, so I left it. It says, sunny days, cool breezy nights, sunbathing, stargazing, summertime. So I liked that, and so I just left it. This is another one of the clusters. It's here for decoration. It doesn't tuck. And then in here is a card I made from one of the cards in the Ciao Bella kit. And that goes in that little belly band. And then on this side, this is a card I made. This is a picture of a lighthouse from the Chesapeake book. And I put it on one of my beach masterboard cards. And then this just says peace and a state of quiet or tranquility, quietness of mind, calmness. And then that goes down in this belly band. And then this belly band also has a pocket. So there's a card in here to pull out and write on. Okay, and over here I used a cluster as a tuck. This was a bigger cluster, so I used it as a tuck, and we have another card here with this lovely young lady sunbathing in her lounger. Some more of the crocheted lace. It says down on the boardwalk. Oh, we need to back that. All right, I'm going to have to, I think that'll work. Guys, we're going to do a quick, this was not supposed to be a crafting video. But if I don't do it now, I'll forget. Because I already knew when I flipped this over and I saw the back of that and I went, oh yeah. Because I keep forgetting. Because when I flipped through it, when I finished it, I said, okay, I got to remember to go in and do that before I do the flip through. Well, we're doing the flip through and notice it's not done. Anyway, this book was a lot of fun. Eventually I just get to the point where I'm like, I don't know what to do with the pages. I don't know. I hit stumbling blocks in just about every journal I make so far. It doesn't mean I don't like doing it. It just means it takes me a half a minute to get them done. Okay, wait. Let's make sure we're as straight as possible since it is lines. Okay. And then I'm going to get down a bone folder and we're going to go off to the side over here and all right, let's trim it and stick it back in the pocket, guys. So, yeah, this is kind of a special edition of Pick a Project in respect to the fact that This is from before my this book is from before my hiatus and from even before that. I mean, I started making this particular book before I even started the Pick a Project series. This book's been hanging out a long time, guys. So this is definitely special edition. Oh my gosh, it's finished. I can't believe it's done. Video. And there we have it. Okay. I feel better now. It's got backing. That's a thick card. This was, as you saw, this was a piece of packaging that I covered. It's from a package of invitations. So that's what that was from. But that, you can write on that. So, and it's the blues and the browns from the beach. Okay, so we have that. And here we have a belly band. I thought this envelope was going to be nice. I made this too long, apparently. I needed to pull it tighter. I was afraid of not being able to get anything in there without a struggle, so I made it a little bit loose, but now it's so loose that it's hard for me to get anything to stay. And I even made an envelope to put in it. So this is the back of the envelope. We have joy, happiness, delight, not based on present circumstances. This beach chair, little bird. These are from the Audubon book, these images. And then we have in here a label, some crocheted lace, also from the Audubon book. This is on vellum, printed on vellum. And then in here, this is a wallpaper border that I cut out to trim this, to do the side of this. And then we have journaling space. Again, I think I folded it too soon because it's all crinkly. But for those of us who love crinkly paper, I love crinkly paper. Okay, so yeah, that's a little loose in there. And on this one we have, this one is one of those slants. But instead of making it 2 pockets or 3 pockets, I made it flip open, and we've got some paper in here for journaling on. Well, there you go. So you got a little flippy pad here. And it's kind of off center. I glued them all willy-nilly. A few pads of paper, a few pieces of paper. Back here behind, I did leave this, we have another bookmark to go down in there. And then on the front, when you close it, there is a pocket. So you recognize the slant pattern, but in this one, instead of gluing it closed, I left it open. There was also a video on making these. And then here's a vintage beach postcard. This is from Montego Bay, Jamaica. I don't know what it's from because they don't date postcards, so if it's not mailed, I got nothing. In here we have, this is a pocket we made with Rachel. One of those pockets with something that sticks up above that you tuck behind. So in this one, I tuck behind the wave. And this is from one of the Assateague Island. This is an Assateague Island image from the brochure. And then I just backed, I put it on a masterboard card and then I backed it. And then that goes down in here. And then we have this bookmark piece also from the Assateague Island brochure. Okay, and then over here we have, oh, this is the other piece of the calendar. I did put some embellishments on the outside because this is right side up for the picture, but you know how a calendar works. You have to flip it to make it right side up for the calendar. So when you flip it up, right? So yeah, so if you have it right side up and you open it, your calendar is upside down. So whoever wants to do with that. But that's in there. I kind of wanted to leave the calendar. I didn't want as something different. I didn't want to just put coffee dye paper on it. This is from the Audubon book. We've got a flock of seagulls here and some paper on the back from some of this paper that you're seeing me back. The scrapbook paper is from a reflections pad from Michael's. Okay, so we have that goes in there. And this is just a cluster, nothing tucked in there. All right, and then this is some of that 40s wallpaper that I just put a collage on, and I left the sailboat image that's kind of faded. I really liked the image, so I didn't want to cover it up. On this side, I made a pocket out of the 40s wallpaper, and then I put another pocket down here, and I added a piece from the Ciao Bella kit. And then this is a vintage postcard that says Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And this is the Legend of the Sand Dollar story, which I absolutely love. And I tucked down in there. This is another piece of brochure from the Assateague Island brochure. It was a big brochure. It was one of those ones that unfolds and then opens big. So it had like 6 or 8 panels in it. Because the other side, when you unfolded it, one side was pictures and the other side was a map of the island. Okay, so we go over here and we have another one of these that flips open. I did not put anything here. I just thought it was pretty. And with a black pen, I feel like you could write on that as it is. I did make for this is an oyster shell on a note card. So we have that in there. And then here we have another piece from, this might be the last one, another piece from the Assateague Island brochure. They're famous for the horses. And I backed it with some water. There's a picture of a jellyfish. I thought it was interesting that it was on black, and I put some specimen stuff on there for that jellyfish. Okay, and then this just flips closed, and you can write on there. Yeah, I just wanted it to be a little flip. And then here's a fabric flip. And again, you can open the fabric flip. This is journaling space under the fabric flip. Okay, and here we have 2 little catty corner pockets with tags. So this one's got a little tag with seagulls. No, pelicans. And I put a brad through there, and I didn't use the whole picture. And one of the really little pelicans in the sky, I punched him out in a circle and stuck him up top there. He's a little crooked, not real centered, but I had to put him where I put him to cover the brad. And this one is topped with a button, because you know me and my buttons, guys. And I did the same thing on this one, just for fun. I punched a circle and put an umbrella up there. So, and then this goes in here. And another one of the clusters that I made. This is an up tuck opposite the side tuck down, the corner tuck down here. Under here I made this is from the Audubon book. This is the other half of one of the images I used from the Assateague Island brochure. And then if you open it up, it's a journaling flip. And it just tucks up under here. And then you can journal on the water. This page is also a pocket. We have a day at the beach. And I like this. To me, it's like unique lined paper. So you could like write in all the white lines or not. You can write in all the lines. I just thought it made fun lined paper. And then that just tucks back in there, and it's got a charm on it of a seashell. Okay. And then this is just water. Okay, this is the one where it's got 2 pockets, but I have something in the front pocket, which I made from the Ciao Bella kit. The back is, you'll think this is funny. This is from the 70s wallpaper books. This was what the fabric samples were attached to. That's what I backed this with. So that tucks down in here. There's nothing in the back. There's 2 pockets here. So you got a pocket back here and you got a pocket up here. This one I put up here and there's nothing in the back pocket, but there is this big starfish picture in the front pocket. And then there's another image of that girl, and just to embellish it a little bit. And then this page is covered with 70s wallpaper and glue. Okay, so that goes in there. Okay, and then we have a card in this tuck. That one's kind of just scrapbook paper with washi stickers and a shell. Very simple one. This is a belly band with a pocket in it. So you got a card here that tucks down behind those shells. And then you've got a postcard here. This one is also Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Okay, and that one goes right in there. And then here, this one we made. I don't know if you remember. This was from Roxy's Weekly Challenge. We did stamped fabric, and then we made stuff out of it. This says brave, free, wild as the sea. And then I put the beach on the front. And this just tucks down in there. This is a vintage image that I got online. Maybe from Graphics Fairy, but I'm not sure. Of people at the beach back when they used to wear their dresses and their pants and everything to the beach, like Victorian times and stuff like that. So that's what that is. And then here we have another fabric flip over some light paper that can be journaled on. A little anchor charm. This can also be journaled on. I didn't do anything to it. I just love that image. It's got little footprints up there. This is a boardwalk, and under it is a crab. It's on a note card, dyed note card. They're writ. The note cards that I've shown you are writ and coffee dye. Okay, so he goes under the boardwalk, and this is just coral. And over here is one of the pockets we made. See, I finished this up recently. Remember the circle pockets we made for the pocketbook in the idea book series. And in this one, we've got, these are just a couple pieces. See how they're backed with some really cool patterns? I did not back these. So you've got this one. This is a little lighthouse tag with some map on the back. And then this is a little seahorse, like steampunk seahorse with some rusted, I don't know, that's like industrial collage type. And then I stuck these all in here to be part of this pocket. And then in the back, I did a big one, and I backed that one. And these are all from the Ciao Bella kit. So that's how she turned out, guys. I had a lot of fun making her. It took me a while, I know. This is one of those projects that just kept getting shuffled, you know, off to the side. I'll deal with it later. I don't know what to do with it. I'll work on it later. I kept doing other projects and not working on it. And so it's finally done, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I am on the way to get, I know I keep talking about it. I am on the way to getting my Etsy shop opened, and I will be doing that soon. And then if anybody is interested in this alligator mouth book, you can contact me by email. I do put my email in the description box, and I can put it on hold for you until I get the shop open. Then you can, you know, do it that way. So, yeah. But I had a lot of fun making this. I'm glad you guys stopped by to flip through it with me, and I will see you guys in the next project video. Bye-bye.